Bum, 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 bum. Go with the writ to the monastery porter. Is that you? Yes. I'm Carl.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to
Never
enter as a
change.
novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
Tried to find out who came before me. He got drunk and couldn't get up. I'm here. Got drunk.
He got drunk last night and wasn't able to come with me today.
Such irresponsibility. And you share his guilt for abandoning him. Although, of course, inebriation is a sin. Well,
Inebriation is a sin.
Can you read and write?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of St. Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
Of course, as long as I can wear this armor.
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods.
What?
Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while.
No more
while I go and
Farkle.
see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. God be with you.
Go with the... Oh, good. We need the robes. I need robes. Where's robes? Is it in here? Oh. No. I guess we can just store our stuff away, right?
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
We took all our stuff automatically. I hope
Everything's
we
prepared.
better get that back.
It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used
We
to it.
haven't seen his face
You'll
for
be
a while.
wearing it for the rest of your life.
I've been wearing that that helmet that covers your face completely for ages. So I have to steal it back. We need to find Pius. Strange name for a monk. This guy's dodgy. Dodgy. I don't trust him. Especially that
Brothers
one
in
with the beard.
Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst.
Or 4 or 5. 5.
Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict.
Okay.
Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria.
Is he casting
The
a spell?
service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own.
He's a witch.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam.
Henry looks
Et
uncomfortable.
non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Yeah. Sure, bro.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum
Yeah.
in loquium tuum vivam,
Nuns.
et non confundas me
How does Henry know all
ab
this?
expectatione me.
Ah.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor,
You are.
and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Accept your new name. You are. I didn't even listen to what our new name is. What's our new
Welcome,
name?
brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Oh, so Gregor. Okay. Fair enough.
Hello, my name's Sir Gregor.
Thanks for prompting me during the rite.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
I want to become a monk. The monastery is the easiest path to education. I'm being punished. We're Carl, right? So we should probably play as Carl. And Carl was here because he got someone pregnant. So we'll say we're being punished.
I'm being punished. If it were up to me, I'd still be spending my days in taverns and my nights with whores.
I don't envy you.
We're Gregor.
Unfortunately, you're here for the rest of your life.
Tell me something about yourself.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Okay.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now.
Okay,
Follow me
Antonius.
closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Wait, we serve the Lord now, but not our own bodily needs. So what, if we need to piss, we can't piss during the night without getting written from the Lord? Come on. Just being silly.
Peace be with you.
Whoa, great tour, bro.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours.
Okay.
Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Did they teach you about doors?
Things will get worse.
Peace be with you.
I see why he wants an education.
The things you say.
My joints started aching just before they raised Scarlet's, and now they hurt again, but worse than
I'm
this.
looking to get hold of some
Something is
lockpicks.
going to happen out there.
You
Okay.
might be wrong. And besides,
Come now.
Oh.
God will be our protector.
Around at midnight.
Oh, he teleported.
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
It's an act of God. Hey, Doug, check the genitals.
Check their genitals.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium.
It's part of the,
Together with
the
the
daily
library.
routine.
These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say.
Okay.
This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals,
Whose
you
genitals?
must be silent.
Everybody's.
Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
And thanks for the bits,
The
Doug.
rule is the only
As
law
always.
we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous.
I feel like I should be paying attention to what he's saying, but I'm not spending the rest of my life as a monk.
The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how.
How to copy a book?
And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything,
Oh, paying
ask any
attention
of
is
the
a very
brothers.
important part of this quest. Oh,
We'll
God.
be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the
gonna
other
fail.
novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
You think they're all subject to sin of lust? Yeah, probably. Tell them about your search for pious. Tell them about something about yourself. I'm looking to get hold of some lockpicks. I have a few questions.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Who's in charge?
Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see.
Okay. Are there rifts between the brothers?
Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
I got here like 10 minutes ago.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Okay.
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
Who's responsible for what?
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Okay. See, this lockpick thing makes me think that there's something that we need lockpicks for. We don't want to tell him about the search for pious because he might be pious. We've already told him about something about ourselves. So let's go meet the other guys. At a faster speed than that. Immerse yourself in the monastic life. That's what we're going to try and do. How are we trespassing? Do we still have our inventory? We still have... No, I know. No lockpicks. Oh, wait. Aren't those cloister guys gonna get us if they see us?
Novices have no business.
Novices have no business here.
What do you want, brother?
What do you want, brother? Oh, there's one. That's Antonius. Yodok.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor.
You
and I'm
enjoyed
new
this
here.
one. Okay.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
What do you think of the other novices?
I'm interested in the other novices.
Okay. Antonius just stood behind us.
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
Okay. I'm looking for a criminal in the monastery.
Listen, there's something I ought to tell you. There's a dangerous criminal hiding in the monastery, and I came here to look for him.
Ha! I knew it! He's a villain. Who are you, though? Oh, it's better not to ask, isn't it? It's always safer not to ask.
Never mind that. Who's a villain?
That's Siskin. I always thought he was an odd one, the way he carries on. But now it makes perfect sense. He's a criminal fleeing justice.
What are you talking about? You clearly know something I don't.
I'm telling you, keep your eye on him. He's no monk. That's what my gut tells me. And my gut's never wrong. What are you going to do to that fellow once you find him?
That's not your concern.
That's not your concern.
You should talk to the Circators or the Prior about it. Not act on your own.
Okay. I think you're the one I'm looking for. Tell me something about yourself.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
He seems nice.
Who would you vote for as the new abbot if you could?
Why do you care? We don't have the right to vote, so we shouldn't get mixed up in it.
I'm just interested, that's all.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not our place to get involved. It's enough that Antonius is mixed up in it. Don't you start too.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you something.
Oh, who's in charge?
Who's in charge?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot.
Okay.
Are there already...
Brothers John and Nevlas. But the others have been fighting like dogs because of them.
Why can't novices vote?
Why can't novices vote?
They say we don't have enough experience to decide about anything. Don't worry. We'll get our chance.
Not really, if the other abbot's going to live in, like, forever.
Why is who wins so important?
We're young and we'll spend the rest of our lives here. And the abbot decides everything about our lives. Didn't it ever occur to you how powerful he is?
He's like the Pope.
Well, that's all.
So, your doc is nice. But he thinks Siskin is the...
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not
Give
to
it
notice
a decade or two, maybe you'll be
you are?
promoted.
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
What?
I'd like to know something about...
I don't know much, but ask away.
Yara.
Do you know anything about Yodok?
I don't. He doesn't like me, and he's on very friendly terms with the Circators. That's about it.
Touching, is it?
Touching? More like infuriating. A
Tell me about
horrible,
Antonius.
abominable waste of parchment. I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
They'll learn. We were no different.
You really don't know anything about anyone? Well, thanks anyway.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
Sorry, I am here. Don't worry about it. We're trying to become a monk. Tell me, we did that one, didn't we?
I'd like to know something.
I don't.
He doesn't know anything. Suppose I needed to obtain something on the quiet.
Listen, brother. Is there anyone in the monastery who can help me get hold of something, well, something that's not so readily available?
Oh, yes? And what sort of thing are you talking about exactly? Forget about it, brother, and focus on prayer and work.
Okay.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
Prayer and work.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
I appreciate that, Amy. I hope all is well with you and yours.
I'm telling you, someone's been creeping around in the
We're
corridor at night.
attempting to find a specific character in the monastery called Pius, who apparently is a criminal. But to do so, we need to become a monk. You know nothing. Why won't you tell me anything? I think this guy's just shy.
Come on.
Like he doesn't.
Really
he doesn't talk to
tell
anyone.
me.
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Okay. You're surprised at how well today went. What have you been streaming, Amy? Assuming you're talking about a stream. Who would you elect as abbot? I don't want to tell him about Pius. We've already kind of lost reputation.
If you could, who would you vote for to be the abbot?
But I can't vote, so what's the point of worry? Ask Antonius. He often talks about it, and I'm sure he has an opinion.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you...
I'm telling you, someone's
who's
been
in charge?
creeping round the
Truthfully,
corridor at
everyone
night.
except
They're all
us.
saying the same thing.
He was
Are there
stalking
already...
about
Brothers
Luther.
John and Nevlis.
Literally the same thing.
Can't sleep and prays long.
This John...
A circator. And really, just an unpleasant
2 Point
old
Hospital,
man.
nice.
It's mostly the older brothers on his side, because they believe he'll protect the status quo and
Oh,
all the
outrage.
benefits that come with long service here.
I played 2 Point Hospital for a long time. I say a long time, a fair amount of time. I felt that the campaign wasn't really